Miami police are investigating an incident involving boxer Floyd Mayweather. Police tell CBS 4 they're investigating an incident where a high-profile celebrity was at the Siebold building.
In a world where glitz, glamour, and larger-than-life personas often overshadow reality, few figures shine as brightly or controversially as Floyd "Money" Mayweather. The boxing legend has long been synonymous with unparalleled success in the ring, jaw-dropping wealth, and an unapologetic display of opulence that captivates millions. But behind the Instagram posts showcasing stacks of cash, private jets, and luxury cars lies a labyrinth of financial scandals, legal battles, and eyebrow-raising. Claims that have left fans questioning, is this empire built on solid ground or just smoke and mirrors? As we dive into one of the most sensational chapters of his life, where false real estate boasts meet mounting debts and accusations, it's time to peel back the curtain on the man who calls himself the greatest. Buckle up, because what you're about to uncover will leave you stunned. Floyd Mayweather's claim of acquiring 62 apartment buildings without partners sent shockwaves through social media and beyond. For someone known for flaunting their
stuff like that,
promoting,
stuff like that, like, you know,
but
just little stuff that people wouldn't like catch unless like you see how like you caught a lot of people wouldn't catch caught that. Like he scheduled a fight when I'm fighting, and I was signed to him.
Do you think that's a relationship that y'all could like mend? Have y'all mended or?
No, I just like it's more so like I respect them, and I won't say I respect. I appreciate him. I appreciate him for what he done, cause he did, like, you know, he did help me out. He definitely helped me out, but it was
their riches. It seemed like another audacious flex from the self-proclaimed king of wealth. However, upon closer inspection by investigative journalists at Business Insider, cracks began to form in this bold assertion. Property records revealed no trace of such transactions under Mayweather's name, raising immediate red flags. This revelation quickly became fodder for ridicule when rapper 50 Cent chimed in, mocking the boxer with biting satire online. The internet erupted with memes and jokes, amplifying skepticism around Mayweather's credibility. It wasn't just idle banter. It was a collective demand for accountability masked as humor, a digital courtroom where public opinion held sway over truth versus fiction. As scrutiny intensified, attention turned to Mayweather's lack of documentation supporting his grandiose declaration. His Instagram feed brimmed with images suggesting affluence, yet tangible proof remained conspicuously absent. Rumors swirled that perhaps he misinterpreted.
He helped you come into the game. He gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Cause at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, cause I don't want to bring out but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the snap.
Owning unit number 62 within a building complex as possessing 62 entire structures, and ironic twist given Mayweather's well-known struggles with literacy. Critics seized on this narrative, using it not only to question his business acumen, but also to highlight how easily perception can be manipulated without proper verification. In today's age of instant information sharing, where appearances reign supreme, Mayweather found himself caught in a web spun largely by his own hand. Without concrete evidence backing his statements, every boastful post now carried an undertone of doubt, casting shadows over his once untouchable image. Mayweather's penchant for showcasing wealth has always been central to his brand identity, yet recent events cast serious doubts on the authenticity of his financial prowess. Reports suggest that despite his outward displays of affluence, Mayweather faces significant financial instability marked by unpaid taxes and numerous lawsuits. One notable accusation came from Logan Paul, who claimed Mayweather.
So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship,
downfall.
not career.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing, like.
He scheduled a fight, I think. during like your fight or something? I don't think they did.
Mayweather withheld $5 million following their high-profile exhibition match, a charge adding fuel to existing controversies surrounding Mayweather's fiscal integrity. Furthermore, past infractions involving undisclosed paid promotions for cryptocurrency ventures led to SEC fines, underscoring a pattern of questionable financial dealings. These revelations paint a troubling picture. While Mayweather continues to project an image of boundless prosperity, underlying issues threaten to unravel the very foundation upon which his lavish lifestyle rests. The layers of controversy deepen further as Mayweather grapples with substantial tax liabilities and ongoing legal entanglements. Outstanding debts totaling $22.2 million from 2015 remain unsettled, prompting requests for installment payments due to alleged illiquidity, a stark contrast to his public proclamations of immense earnings. Meanwhile, extravagant expenditures during events like Super Bowl weekend and relentless participation in high-stakes gambling activities underscore potential mismanagement of resources. Such behavior raises critical questions about prioritization and responsibility amidst looming financial pressures. How does one reconcile these indulgences with pressing obligations? Mayweather's situation exemplifies the precarious balance between maintaining a facade of wealth and confronting genuine economic challenges, a dichotomy that continues to intrigue observers worldwide. Amidst swirling rumors and mounting scrutiny, Floyd Mayweather Sr., the iconic boxer's father and former trainer, broke his silence regarding recent allegations against his son. Speaking candidly, Mayweather Sr. addressed claims ranging from dubious real estate acquisitions to unresolved tax disputes, offering insights that shed light on the complexities surrounding these controversies. He described his son's journey not merely as one fraught with challenges, but rather as emblematic of broader systemic issues within celebrity culture, where perception often eclipses reality, while acknowledging certain lapses in judgment.
And you let a guy 49 no.
Did I claim myself a master? Am I a master? It's one of the two. Because guess what? Ain't nobody, I done made more champions than any damn body in this fucking town.
He emphasized the relentless pressure faced by public figures to maintain larger-than-life personas. To him, each scandal serves as both cautionary tale and testament to resilience, illustrating how deeply intertwined personal legacy becomes with professional achievements in today's hyper-connected world. Through heartfelt commentary tinged with wisdom born of experience, Mayweather Sr.'s reflections invite us all to reconsider what truly defines success, and whether its pursuit ever comes without cost. In dissecting the myriad controversies enveloping Floyd Mayweather, it becomes evident that his story transcends mere headlines or fleeting scandals. At its core lies a complex interplay between ambition and vulnerability, fame and fallibility, a narrative rich with lessons for anyone navigating life under the public eye. What emerges is not just an examination of financial missteps or exaggerated claims, but a deeper exploration into how societal expectations shape our understanding of success.
Sometimes, you know, hey, when people get, it ain't about me training or anything like that. People get money, man. Things change.
Mayweather's journey underscores the perilous tightrope walked by those who achieve extraordinary heights. Their triumphs are celebrated globally, yet their stumbles scrutinized relentlessly. It reminds us all that behind every Instagram post boasting wealth or victory stands a human being grappling with choices, consequences, and the ceaseless quest for validation. As viewers and critics alike dissect these episodes, they inadvertently participate in shaping narratives far more intricate than initially perceived, a tapestry woven from threads of aspiration, accountability, and ultimately humanity itself. In a world where luxury knows no bounds and opulence is redefined daily, few names command as much awe and curiosity as Floyd "Money" Mayweather. The boxing legend, synonymous with wealth beyond imagination, has always kept the world guessing about what lies behind his fortress-like mansion in Las Vegas. But when investigators recently stepped inside Mayweather's home following mounting controversies, what they uncovered left
We was on HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what is all this about now? I'm just saying, you know, and we never had no argument. All of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is what it is.
Even the most seasoned observers speechless. From vaults of cash to artifacts that defy explanation, this isn't just a house. It's a treasure trove of secrets waiting to be unraveled as whispers of hidden treasures, questionable acquisitions, and jaw-dropping extravagance swirl. The question remains, is this the ultimate testament to success, or does it reveal cracks in the armor of one of boxing's greatest icons? Hold on tight, because you're about to step into a realm where reality blurs with spectacle. When authorities gained access to Floyd Mayweather's sprawling estate, they weren't prepared for the sheer scale of what awaited them. The mansion, often described as a palace fit for royalty, turned out to be far more than just a residence. It was an exhibition of excess so staggering that it bordered on surreal. Room after room revealed stacks of cash meticulously arranged in custom-made safes, gold bars casually placed on display shelves, and walls adorned with rare artwork worth millions.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We had, at one time, we was coming up, we have never had an argument in our life, me and him. Then we had an argument on, what was the name of it? HBO.
Wasn't merely the presence of these items, but their sheer volume that left everyone astounded. One investigator later remarked, it felt like stepping into another dimension, one where money had lost all meaning. Yet amid the glitz and glamour lay something more unsettling. Documents detailing unpaid taxes, cryptic contracts tied to dubious business dealings, and evidence pointing to financial mismanagement. Mayweather himself reportedly shrugged off the findings during questioning, quipping, "This is just how I live my life. Big moves come with big risks." The deeper investigators delved into Mayweather's domain, the more peculiarities emerged, turning what began as a routine inquiry into something resembling a treasure hunt mixed with forensic drama. In one wing of the mansion, they stumbled upon a collection of extravagant vehicles parked side by side, a Bugatti Chiron, several Rolls Royces, and even a custom-made motorcycle plated with diamonds, all under the same roof. But what caught their attention wasn't just the cars themselves. It was the
like, you know, Floyd's a great fighter, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, he had 50 fights and he said, listen, Sugar Ray Robinson had 47 fights. He lost one, then he had 78 fight. Then he had a 78-fight winning streak.
Yeah, but you even
Can you
more,
think he had 47, lost one, then 78 winning streak.
but even more, even more
like
modern than
60
that.
knockout.
Look at Julio Cesar Chavez. He was 84 and 0,
He was
right?
89, 90 and 0 before he lost.
89 and 0. So it's
Don't
not,
tell me about you the greatest fighter with 50 and 0, nigga. You're great, no doubt about it, nigga. 50 and 0.
the fact that many hadn't been driven in years, serving instead as static trophies of wealth. Mayweather chimed in later, saying, "People collect stamps or baseball cards. I collect masterpieces on wheels." While this might sound like typical bravado, it highlighted a pattern of accumulation over utility, raising questions about whether such displays were meant to impress others or reassure himself. Beyond the garage, another discovery added layers to the intrigue. A private cinema stocked not only with blockbuster films, but also surveillance footage from various high-profile events Mayweather attended. When asked why he archived these clips, he responded candidly, "I want to remember every moment of greatness. I've earned it." As the search continued, investigators uncovered yet another layer of Mayweather's lifestyle that spoke volumes about his mindset and priorities. Hidden away in a secure chamber deep within the mansion was a breathtaking array of jewelry, watches, and accessories valued at astronomical figures. Among them were pieces commissioned specifically for
Compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not
for Mayweather, including diamond-encrusted championship belts and custom Rolexes bearing his likeness. Yet interspersed among these glittering symbols of success were humbler mementos, photographs of family members, handwritten notes from fans, and worn-out gloves from early fights. These personal touches stood in stark contrast to the ostentatious displays elsewhere in the house, suggesting a man torn between two worlds, the larger-than-life persona he projects publicly and the deeply human experiences that ground around him privately. Reflecting on this duality, Mayweather offered insight into his motivations. People see me as Money Mayweather, but they don't know the kid who grew up poor and fought. Hard to get here, he explained. Every piece of jewelry tells part of my story, not just the victories, but the sacrifices too. While the physical contents of Mayweather's home painted a vivid picture of excess, it was the digital trail uncovered during the investigation that truly shed light on the complexities of his empire. Investigators discovered countless files detailing financial transactions spanning decades, millions spent on luxury items juxtaposed against mounting debts, and unresolved legal disputes. Mayweather's penchant for flaunting wealth online had long been a subject of fascination, but seeing the raw data laid bare revealed patterns that hinted at underlying instability. For instance, records showed frequent wire transfers to offshore accounts alongside overdue tax payments flagged by the IRS. Commenting on these findings, Mayweather admitted, "Look, I'm not perfect. Nobody builds an empire without making mistakes along the way, but everything I do is calculated. It's chess, not checkers." Despite his confidence, the discrepancies between his public image of invincibility and the reality of his financial struggles raised eyebrows. Was this simply the cost of maintaining a larger-than-life persona, or signs of deeper systemic issues? As news of the investigation spread, reactions poured in from all corners of society, further fueling the frenzy.
We're different people. I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people, so Floyd like...
surrounding Mayweather's house and its revelations. Fellow athletes expressed admiration for his ability to amass such wealth while simultaneously cautioning against the dangers of unchecked ambition. Floyd's setup is insane. I mean, who keeps gold bars lying around like candy? Said one retired boxer during an interview. But honestly, it makes you wonder if he's living in the present or constantly trying to prove something to the past. Meanwhile, financial experts weighed in on the implications of his spending habits, noting how unsustainable such levels of consumption could be without proper management. Social media buzzed with memes and debates, with some praising Mayweather's audacity, while others questioned whether his lifestyle reflected genuine happiness or mere performance art designed to captivate audiences. Amidst the noise, Mayweather remained unfazed, doubling down on his philosophy. If people talk, they always will, he remarked. At the end of the day, I built this life brick by brick, and nobody gets to tell me how to live it. For those who have followed Mayweather
and some other buildings in Chicago, I'm just going to put it out there and say that investing in office space could be the worst financial decision that Mayweather has ever made, or it's possible that this could be one of the best decisions he's ever made. I mean, the office market as a whole has been absolutely crushed since COVID, with many companies either downsizing, going out of business, or shifting to more of a work from home model. Some developers initially dreamed of turning these old empty office buildings into apartments, but we have since learned that that is much easier said than done. The biggest issue is that office buildings were built to be office buildings. They weren't necessarily built or designed to ever be apartments. Like if you picture this old Jenga tower here to be an office building in New York City, all of the surrounding units in this building are going to have windows, which do make for good apartments, but basically all of the interior space in this building is going to be not usable because you're not going to put an apartment.
Career closely, the discoveries inside his mansion serve as both a culmination and a contradiction of his journey thus far. On one hand, the sheer magnitude of wealth amassed reflects the pinnacle of success, achieved through discipline, strategy, and relentless determination, a testament to his nickname, Money. On the other hand, the incongruities exposed by the investigation highlight vulnerabilities that challenge the mythos surrounding him. His insistence on showcasing extravagance despite mounting challenges paints a portrait of someone grappling with identity, simultaneously proud of his accomplishments, yet haunted by the pressures of sustaining them as Mayweather navigated questions about his finances and legacy. He reflected on the dichotomy himself. They say power corrupts, but I think it reveals who you really are, he mused. What people see is only the surface. They don't understand the battles I fight daily, not in the ring, but in my mind. These words underscore the complexity of Mayweather's existence, reminding us that behind every
dollars per year in total cash flow. Almost immediately after doing this Black Spruce multifamily deal, Floyd invested another huge chunk of money, but this time into an office deal in New York. On this deal, he didn't just buy a bunch of buildings outright, he bought into the office landlord 601's largest portfolio, which is a $10 billion collection of 18 buildings comprising of over 10 million square feet. A source told The Real Deal that they wouldn't disclose the exact amount invested, but this investment would make for Mayweather's most significant investment to date. In case any of you guys are curious, here's 601's website. They say they have 25 years acquiring the country's most well-known commercial properties with this formula for success. And check out the portfolio section of their webpage. So Floyd is not going to be buying into every single one of these skyscrapers, but he's going to be buying into a chunk of them. It's a combination, from what I understand, of some of the buildings in New York. And
every headline lies a human being navigating the intricate balance between aspiration and authenticity. The revelations from Mayweather's home also offer a broader commentary on modern celebrity culture and the lengths individuals go to maintain their status in an era dominated by social media. In a world where perception often outweighs reality, Mayweather's actions, both inside and outside the ring, serve as a microcosm of the pressures faced by public figures today. Every Instagram post, every boastful declaration, and every acquisition becomes part of a carefully curated narrative designed to project strength and invincibility. Yet, as the investigation into his mansion demonstrates, this facade can sometimes obscure deeper truths about financial instability, emotional vulnerability, and the burden of constant scrutiny. Mayweather's situation prompts us to consider whether the pursuit of validation through material wealth ultimately fulfills or isolates those who chase it. Does the need to continually outdo oneself lead to
Floyd Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. Because of that, he's owned massive mansions in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami over the years. A couple months back, we talked about Floyd's $50 million LA home that he recently listed for sale, plus
fulfillment or exhaustion? And at what point does the quest for external approval overshadow internal peace? These are questions that resonate far beyond Mayweather's personal story, touching on universal themes of ambition, identity, and the price of fame. Despite the controversies swirling around him, Mayweather remains steadfast in his belief that his choices, however polarizing, are reflections of his unique vision for life. He has consistently argued that his approach to wealth and success should not be judged through conventional lenses, but rather understood as an extension of his personality and upbringing. Growing up in poverty, Mayweather learned early on that survival required resilience, creativity, and an unyielding drive to rise above circumstances. For him, accumulating wealth wasn't just about escaping hardship. It was about rewriting the script of his life and proving to the world, and perhaps to himself, that nothing could hold him back. This perspective helps explain why he continues to push boundaries, even when doing so.
Yeah. The one, the Dubai cash.
Correct.
Dude, he is fucking broke, huh? Or what?
Or he just does what? But can I ask you guys a question? What part of his identity and like aura and like the visual nature that is Floyd Mayweather makes you think, wow, this dude's gonna really rush to hit those deliverables dates?
Wow, no, they like, call him Money Mayweather,
bro.
Where's your money?
He's walking around in women's Fendi clothing, taking, no disrespect. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time. But like, bro, I have a rule.
I just see you bump into him one day.
Oh, I'm fucked, bro. He's gonna do the same thing.
Sweating.
He's like, what
Sweating.
Sweating.
I start sweating.
Like, just, and he's like, you need to go.
No, but
here's a
I, he's
towel.
like the crack pipes.
But I have a rule. I have a rule, bro. Generally speaking, like if I see a motherfucker like in a repeated pattern Dior or Fendi shirt with the icy watch, I'm either getting
invites criticism. Some people call me flashy, others call me reckless. Mayweather once said, but none of them walked in my shoes. I built this empire from scratch, and if I want to celebrate it my way, then that's exactly what I'll do. Such statements reinforce the idea that Mayweather views his lifestyle not as indulgence, but as empowerment, a tangible manifestation of his triumph over adversity. Looking ahead, the implications of the recent investigation into Mayweather's home extend beyond his immediate circle, offering valuable lessons for anyone striving for success in any field. First and foremost is the importance of balance between ambition and sustainability, visibility and privacy, projection and introspection. Mayweather's story illustrates how unchecked focus on external markers of achievement can sometimes blind individuals to underlying vulnerabilities. Additionally, his journey underscores the value of transparency and accountability, particularly when operating under the public eye. While Mayweather may view his actions,
Floyd Mayweather is panicking after getting exposed and being caught in the most ridiculous lie ever. Floyd Mayweather is about a decade late, but he decided to participate in the Bow Wow Challenge, the ultimate Bow Wow Challenge. Now, if you are uncultured and don't get that amazing pop culture reference, then I'm not going to explain it, figure it out. The biggest flexer in the culture, Floyd Mayweather, would take to Instagram to announce that he just bought multifamily units in Manhattan for $400 million, all right? He would say he got 62 properties exact, took a photo op, the multifamily units is in the back, and he would say this is money out of his own pocket, and he had no investors.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings.
As justified expressions of self-worth, the mounting scrutiny suggests that perceptions matter, and that failing to address concerns can erode trust over time. Finally, his case highlights the enduring power of resilience. Despite facing criticism, legal challenges, and financial uncertainties, Mayweather continues to move forward. Undeterred by setbacks, this unwavering determination serves as a reminder that true greatness isn't defined solely by victories, but also by the ability to adapt, learn, and persevere in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the saga unfolding within Floyd Mayweather's mansion transcends the confines of sports or celebrity gossip. It taps into fundamental questions about human nature, ambition, and the pursuit of meaning. What drives someone to accumulate vast fortunes only to risk losing them through questionable decisions? How does one reconcile the desire for recognition with the need for authenticity? And perhaps most importantly, can we ever truly...
And they would drop some nuggets that just blows this Mayweather con just out there, right? It completely exposes it. For anybody with a brain, you can read this and know what's going on. Mayweather will want us to believe he's big dog who don't need partners, but read what these people said, right? So the people who own the buildings, actually, they said, Floyd Mayweather continues to be a reliable partner and a great ambassador for affordable housing. Bruh, this man is an ambassador for these folks, bruh. He took an upfront check, probably like, I don't know, like a share of the company, a very minute share to promote the company. So then the spokesman for Black Spruce Management said,
separate the person from the persona. Mayweather's story offers no easy answers, but it does invite reflection on our own values and aspirations. Whether viewed as a cautionary tale or a celebration of individuality, his journey resonates because it mirrors the universal struggle to find purpose amidst chaos. As we peel back the layers of his life, we uncover not just the trappings of wealth, but the essence of humanity. Flawed, complex, and endlessly fascinating. If you've been captivated by this deep dive into Floyd Mayweather's extraordinary world and the secrets hidden within his mansion, don't miss out on more gripping stories and insights. Subscribe to my YouTube channel now to stay updated on exclusive content exploring the lives of today's most intriguing figures. Together, let's continue unraveling the mysteries behind the headlines and uncover the untold narratives shaping our world. Hit that subscribe button and join a community eager to explore the extraordinary, one sensational story at a time.